Today I will be showing you guys some things that you might have missed in the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3 and 4 trailer. Now there's a lot in this to unpack, so get your little seatbelt and prepare for takeoff. So this trailer starts in college with Tony Hawk sketching a car, something we couldn't do in Pro Skater 1 and 2. This blue ramp here is one that you had to unlock through a mission, and Tony does the special 360 varial make twist. During this, looking behind him, you can see an inflatable, and in the original game there was nothing there. But getting a different camera angle, we see another inflatable, so there might be more, or those are just the only two in this map. We then transition to LA, and we see Steve Caballero, and he looks really similar to his Pro Skater 1 and 2 outfit. You can see that the bridge broke already from the earthquake, but soon after that it transitions into Canada, where we see Jamie Thomas, and it transitions right into Tokyo with Chad Muska. And is he doing the special grind hurricane? And then we get some Foundry action with Alyssa Steamer, and it looks like the special grind Madonna tail slide. In LA we see the police chasing after a car, which is just like the original game. But then we see multiplayer. We see multiple skaters skating around, and we see a kickflip backflip, which was a special that was in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. But in this shot, the skater with the orange shirt, I think, is Jeff Rowley, but correct me if I'm wrong. Then we get Nigel Houston doing another grind special, which then we get San Francisco with Lizzie Armanto. But then we see Kareem Campbell in Tokyo. Even more Canada gameplay, which shows off a lot more, and some Rio gameplay with Letitia Buffoni. We then see text that says new and legendary parks, soundtrack, and skaters. So far we know there's two new maps, Water Park and Pinball, but we don't know much about Pinball at all. We don't know much about the new skaters except for the ones that have shown up in the trailer, and so far we know that Doom music makes it into the game. But then we get a few pro skaters back to back to back. We got Ray Salil, Yuto Horigome, Zion Wright, Jamie Foy, and I think Shane O'Neill, which then transitions into Airport. And there's a few things we can see from this zoom out. We see quite a few flights that feel very intentional to me. Besides my opinion, it's straight up Miami, which is close to Tampa. We got Boston, Atlanta, New York, which could be Manhattan, again wishful thinking, and New Orleans at the bottom. It starts with new, ends with a S, it's longer than Angeles, so I have a lot of reason to believe that it is New Orleans. Zooming out though, we see quite a few ads, Depop, Red Bull, and Frosted Flakes. Zooming out, we see two new pros, Chloe Covell and Zion Wright, which we saw Zion Wright earlier. We see Taco Bell, and I have no reason to believe this, but a lot of people have been speculating that Bam Margera is in Taco Bell. I don't understand it, but a lot of people have been saying that. A lot of people. We see one of the bathrooms in Airport with a Baker skater, which I believe it's Riley Hawk, but maybe I'm wrong. We see Cruise Ship with Jamie Foy, and not only that, we see an NPC. Yes, NPCs are making a return. We see Yuto Horigome, or so I think it is, but not only that, there's a mural that was from Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 right in front of him. The ramps light up when you skate through them, which is pretty cool. But then we get to see the judges finally. In Pro Skater 1 and 2 we couldn't see the judges, no NPCs, so this is really good for us. And then a destructible environment. And then we get the first look at the new map Water Park. The top of the slide is grindable, and it showcases a grind special that does a grind backside kickflip and then grind again. And then we see the famous 900. This game comes out July 11th, 2025. It's made by Iron Galaxy, and is available for the Xbox One, Xbox Series S and X, PlayStation 4 and 5, Battle.net, Steam, and Switch. With the Digital Deluxe Edition, you get the Doom Slayer, Revenant, Unmaker hoverboard, Doom music, Doom skateboards, Doom clothing, and if you pre-order, you get Wireframe Tony shader, early access so you get the game 3 days early, you get a Foundry demo in June with 2 maps, 2 skaters, and a limited amount of the soundtrack. If we're looking at the Digital Deluxe Edition trailer, it showcases Foundry, and Doom Slayer makes an appearance with his own skateboard. We see a special trick where it's a chainsaw, where he throws down a chainsaw and that becomes his board for the grind. We get to see the spiral room that you unlock by doing all 5 valves, and then we see the Revenant, which he has his own trumpet special. We see local split screen for the first time. We get to see flat ground. Doomslayer has a grapple special. We see a spacewalk, which is really good for people that get stuck in their combos and cannot move. And is that player collision? Where if you run into another player, you knock that player down. And that's all we get to see out of the 2 trailers we get so far. Let me know what you guys think about these trailers. Are you excited? I know I am. I'm ready to play this game whenever it comes out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, check out my other 3 and 4 content, and Tony Hawk content in general, and stay goated.